Welcome back. Well, here's an unexpected consequence of the pandemic that I bet you haven't thought about: an increase in dog bite injuries, especially among children. Why is that happening? How can you prevent it? Ed Herman is with the law firm Brown and Crouppen. Ed, why do you think we're seeing an increase in dog bites?
Well, I think for a few reasons. I think for one, I think people are home a lot more than they normally would be, which means that the dogs are not kind of getting their private time at home to kind of relax. I also think a lot more people are walking their dogs for exercise, and it's one of the only activities we can do. So I think there might be a lot of dogs that are not accustomed to being out and about that are out and about now. And the third thing, and this thing I found interesting, was that dogs can actually pick up on feelings of stress and tension and anxiety. And with the times being as they are, it's possible in certain households that where things are a little bit more chaotic, that is sort of energizing the dog in sort of a negative way.
Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense. You say it out loud. Let's talk about preventing these bites in the first place. Ed, I know people, I bet you do too, who say, "Oh, my dog doesn't bite." How do you
Yeah,
respond to that?
well, the reality of it is all dogs bite, or at least they have it within them to bite. It is a naturally ingrained defense mechanism, and it comes along with being a dog. Now that said, there are certain dogs that are very well mannered and well trained, and they're far less likely to bite. So there is some truth to what they're saying, but there are no absolutes.
Sure.
So it all does begin with the owner. There's an expression: there are no bad dogs, only bad owners. But a dog can go bad, if it has been abused, if it hasn't been properly taken care of. Dog owners want to do a few things. Obviously, to the extent that you can train your dog and socialize your dog, that's very helpful. One thing you want to do is you really want to make sure to neuter your dogs, spay them if they're women, girl dogs, but neutering is really the big thing because 87% of fatal attacks from a dog come from a unneutered male dog. So that's a pretty
Wow.
overwhelming
Wow.
statistic.
Yeah.
So that's something I think a lot of people don't think about. But obviously, in terms of aggression, and that's a lot of that is coming from those issues. You want to make sure too to be very humane about how you keep a dog captive. The studies have shown that having your dog chained in the backyard is actually uh, worse for a dog's temperament than having them in a small kennel inside the house. So some people would think, oh, but on the chain, they can roam freely in the yard, and they think that's better than being in a kennel. But it's actually not in terms of the aggression of the dog. Obviously, if you have guests coming to the house, it's a good idea to keep your dog, kenneled until they're comfortable with
Mhm.
the people. Another thing that's really important is not leaving children unsupervised with a dog. And when I say children, I'm talking about a child that has not yet really been properly,
Sure.
educated
Yep.
about dog handling. Anywhere from that 1 year old to 10-year old, be very wary about leaving them unsupervised with a dog.
I think you said the magic word there: educated. Education is a key to all of this. Ed, thank you very much. If you would like to get in touch with Brown and Crouppen, you can reach out anytime, 314-222-2222, or check out their website, getbc.com.